Hi everyone! Today I'm going to talk about Venice's carnival. First, I'm going to talk about the carnival, tell you how awesome is this carnival and its origin and history. But on the other hand, I'm going to talk about the city and a reality a little sad. Let's begin. Millions of people visit Venice every year, especially when Carnival is celebrated. This year, for example, it started on January 27th and the closing ceremony was on February 13th. And people enjoy of a carnival full of color, history and traditions. People go out for a walk through the streets of Venice and take photos, dresses in costumes or wearing a mask. Of course, not all people do it. This carnival dates back to 11th century, but at that time was a pagan festival. Then, in 1296, the government recognized it as a public festival, as a way to disguise an identity. There are different points of view here. On the one hand, people might think that a person is hiding behind a costume or a mask. And on the other hand, people might think that a person wants to pretend to be something it is not. Let me explain. For example, the nobility could attend dances disguised and hidden behind masks to be able to participate without being recognized by the rest of people. And the plebeian act as if they were from a high class and even said obscenities. No one could know who they were. The carnival was banned under the rule of Francis II in 1797, but returned in 1979, when the Italian government decided that it was an important tradition in the culture of Venice. This leads me to the next point: attraction. One of the attractions of Carnival is Il Volo dell'Angelo, or the Flight of the Angel, which takes place to inaugurate the festival. Another attraction is the Pantegana, which is a boat with a big rat. This animal is a symbol for Venice because it is the last animal to give up and die when the ship sinks. And at the end of the carnival, the most beautiful mask is awarded. About the mask. There are many types of masks, but each one of them represents something and has its own history. So, if you are going to wear one, you should know what it means. The ñaga, used by men, covers only the upper part of the face. It has an obscene origin due to the sound the cats make in heat. The plague doctor mask. Masks that have long noises like the beak of a bear were used by doctors at the time of the Black Death. It also helped them keep distance from their patient and not get infected. The Colombina mask, also known like dove, used mostly by women. They are the most used because they are comfortable and easy to use. These masks are very colorful and you can add accessories, and they are very feminine. Now, let's move on to the city of Venice. Nevertheless, I cannot finish the presentation without talking about the city of Venice and its cruel reality that suffered because of the tourism. Everything looks beautiful because it is a city full of history, architecture, canals, rivers, and many bridges. Around 400 bridges in whole city. However, this city hides a reality a little sad, and especially for people who live there. For example, there are Venetians who have nowhere to live. The rent are for days because it is more convenient for the owners. Venetians are leaving the town because there are no more shops in the town. I mean, stores such as bakeries, shoe store, or family stores, traditional stores. Or there are, but very few. Everything is becoming for tourism. This city was almost on the list of city in danger. That's the reason why, in 2021, crews were banned because they caused damage to the canal. In conclusion, if you go to the Venice Carnival, I recommend you immerse yourself in the customs and the atmosphere. It is a festivity with a deep history, and that it currently lived with color, dance, music, and traditions, just as the city of Venice is, with a mystery and unique beauty, but that undoubtedly lives a reality that can happen in any city that promotes tourism. Unfortunately, it harmed the people who were born there and still want to live in such a magical city.